If you live in Egypt, you know this moment. You stand in front of the shelf. You already chose the brand in your head. You already know what it should cost. But today, something feels off. The price looks familiar. And still, you walk out with the feeling you paid more. Sometimes the price really did rise, but sometimes the price didn't move at all. What changed was the amount, and that's the point of today's Monday episode. Because most people understand inflation in one simple way. Same product, higher price. But there's a second way prices rise, quieter, harder to notice, and extremely common. Shrinkflation. Same price, smaller amount. Sometimes even smaller amount and higher price. Today we'll build a simple model to spot it, fast, inside a normal shopping trip. No politics, no blame, just the mechanics of how the market speaks to your wallet. 1. Definitions we actually use. Let's define 3 terms in plain language. Inflation is when you pay more money for the same amount of the same thing. Example, cooking oil stays at 1 liter, but the price moves from 60 to 75. Shrinkflation is when the price stays the same, but the amount gets smaller. Example, the bottle looks similar, but it's 900 milliliters instead of 1 liter, at the same price. And unit price is your truth serum. It's the price per kilogram or per liter, the price that makes products comparable. Because your brain sees the sticker price first, but your life runs on cost per use. And that's what shrinkflation attacks, the part of your brain that doesn't calculate in real time. 2. Why shrinkflation works on humans. Shrinkflation isn't magic, it's psychology. Most shoppers optimize for 3 things. 1. Do I recognize this product? 2. Can I afford the price today? 3. Will this last the week? Notice what's missing. Almost nobody checks net weight under pressure, and in many places there's no clear label like price per kilo printed big and standardized. So shrinkflation becomes the perfect quiet price increase. It avoids the emotional shock of a higher sticker price. It looks stable on the shelf. It lets producers protect margins when costs rise. You don't need conspiracy for this. You just need 2 facts. Input costs change fast. Consumers hate sudden price jumps. Shrinkflation is the compromise. Raise the price without raising the price. 3. Model card. See, translate, decide. Here's the model we'll use from now on. Step 1. See the number, not just the price. See the 2 numbers, price plus amount. Step 2. Translate it. Convert it into unit price, per liter, per kilo, per 100 grams, whatever is easiest. Step 3. Decide. Now you're not guessing, you're choosing. This is what economics looks like at street level, turning confusing signals into one comparable number. 4. The simplest shrinkflation math. Let's do the easiest example, and you'll never unsee it again. Cooking oil. You used to buy 1.0 liter for 60 Egyptian pounds. That's 60 Egyptian pounds per liter. Now the bottle becomes 0.9 liter, 900 milliliters, but the price stays 60. Now it's 60 Egyptian pounds per 0.9 liter equals 66.7 Egyptian pounds per liter. That's an 11% price increase hiding in plain sight. Nothing about your cooking changed. Your salary didn't rise 11% because a label changed, but your effective cost did. And if this happens across 5 items you buy every week, you don't just feel a little pressure, you feel like the month got shorter. 5. Data triad. 3 signals to watch. Now we build a small data triad. 3 signals that are enough to catch most shrinkflation quickly. Signal 1. Net quantity changes. Look for 1 liter to 900 milliliters to 800 milliliters, 1 kilogram to 900 grams to 750 grams. Signal 2. Packaging redesign. Shrinkflation often arrives with a new bottle shape, a new label, new look, new formula. Not always bad, but it's a flag. Signal 3. Purchase frequency. If the package shrinks, you return sooner. That's the real cost. You don't feel it on day 1, you feel it by week 3. This triad is enough for most households: quantity, packaging, frequency. 6. Beyond oil, where shrinkflation usually shows up. Let's stay general and realistic. No brand names, no claims of specific companies. Shrinkflation tends to show up where the product is bought often. People remember the price, but not the exact size. Common categories: cooking oil and ghee, rice, pasta, sugar, tea and coffee, detergent and dish soap, snacks and biscuits, dairy products, some personal care items. Sometimes it's not even a smaller package. Sometimes it's the same package but more air, thicker plastic, less content. And the reason is simple. Those are high-volume products with intense competition on sticker price. So producers protect the number you notice, the price, and adjust the number you don't, the quantity. 7. Inflation versus shrinkflation versus double squeeze. Now we connect the concepts. There are 3 realities. 1. Classic inflation, same amount, higher price. 2. Shrinkflation, same price, smaller amount. 3. Double squeeze, smaller amount and higher price. When people say prices keep going up, they often mean all 3 are happening at the same time, and that's why official inflation numbers can feel not matching life. Not because the math is fake, but because your basket changes in hidden ways. If your detergent shrinks, you buy it more often. If your snack pack shrinks, you finish it faster. Your life is a loop, and shrinkflation attacks the loop. 8. Counterexample, when smaller is not a scam. We also stay clean here. Smaller packages are not always evil. Sometimes smaller is easier to carry, less waste, better for people who can't store large items, or simply a cheaper entry price for very tight budgets. So we don't say smaller is always deception. We say smaller without clarity is a trap. Smaller with transparency is a choice. Our goal isn't anger, our goal is control. 9. Practical heuristics, how normal people win. Now the part that matters. 3 quick rules you can use today. Heuristic 1. Convert to per litre/per kilo, fast. You don't need perfection. You need a better comparison than your memory. If it's a liquid, price divided by litres. If it's food, price divided by kilograms. If it's small, convert to per 100 grams. Heuristic 2. Pick one anchor size. Choose one baseline in your house. Oil, 1 litre baseline. Rice, 1 kilo baseline. Detergent, 1 kilo baseline. Every time you see a different size, your brain flags it instantly. Heuristic 3. Watch the same price illusion. If you see the same price for months but you feel pressure rising, your first suspicion should be, did the amount shrink? And here's the line we keep. Don't watch the price, watch the unit. 10. Circular close. So when you walk into a store this week, remember the model. See, translate, decide. See the 2 numbers, price and quantity. Translate into unit price. Decide with clarity. Because in times of pressure, the market does not only raise prices loudly, it raises them quietly too. Inflation is the headline, shrinkflation is the footnote. But the footnote can drain a household just the same. And if we want to live with dignity inside tight months, we don't need more anger. We need better eyesight. Next Friday, we'll take this lens and apply it to a real headline number, and we'll ask the same question we always ask. After the charts and the big words, what changes at the kitchen table? Until then, watch the unit.